And my friend was literally hitting me on the back of the head, like, hey, wake up. And I'm laying there. My wife was watching on TV like, oh my God, he's laid out face down. My favorite injury. Oh boy, there's so many. But out of all of my injuries, I'm gonna take you back with me to 1993. I was on the San Diego Chargers. It was basically my second year in the NFL, and I was a backup linebacker. We were in Indianapolis. We were playing the Indianapolis Colts. I was on a kickoff. We're on the kicking team, so I'm running down trying to tackle whoever's got the ball. This is back when you could have a wedge. Now, in the NFL right now, that technique has been banned. But back when I was playing, you could have what they call the wedges, where they would set up 4 or 5 big guys who would basically line up and protect the ball carrier when the ball was kicked. So whoever caught it would get behind this wall of humanity. Well, my job was called wedge breaker. So what you would do is throw your body into this wedge of humanity as fast and as hard as you could. My skill in the NFL was never catching, it was never throwing, it was never tackling. It was to take as much pain as possible. So I launched myself into this wedge of people. But what happened was that it split. They were going after different people, and it was just me and the ball carrier. And there I go into him head first. And I didn't remember one thing after that. I was the recipient of a concussion. I remember everything just going blank. And the funny thing about it, I've never taken drugs. I've never even been high. I've never been drunk in my life. But I remember feeling like I was in the womb. It was the most peaceful feeling ever. It was like, where am I? I don't care. You know, my body was basically telling me that, we got to shut down. What was crazy is I don't know what time it was or whatever, but I was only out for probably 10, 15 seconds, and my friend was literally hitting me on the back of the head like, hey, wake up. And I'm laying there. My wife was watching on TV like, oh my God, he's laid out face down. I jump up, I run to the sideline, and I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. They're like, oh, okay, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine, it's all good. Now I'm looking across the sideline, I'm looking at the other team, and I'm going, man, what does the U on their helmet mean? Why do they have a U on their helmet? Well, it was the horseshoe for the Indianapolis Colts. And I remember asking my friend, I said, are we in Utica? Where are we? And then they said, punt team. And I was like, I'm on punt team. What's a punt? And I started panicking because I knew this was my job. And I knew that I was on the punt team, but I didn't know what a punt was. And I remember feeling so panicked and scared. I was like, because I'm gonna get fired. I'm gonna get fired. What's a punt? Hey man, hey. And I started grabbing guys. I was like, what's a punt? What's a punt? They were like, oh God, he's gone. Now there are requirements for taking players out of the game when they've had a concussion, but not when I played. They took me in at halftime and basically pieced my memory back together. They were like, this is what happened during this first quarter. This is what happened in the second quarter. And I was like, oh, okay, I remember part of that. But I knew that I couldn't be really truthful about my injury or else I might get cut. And this is the reality of what it was when I was in the NFL. They would say, are you injured? And you go, no. Because if you said I'm injured, you might not be on the team the next week. So I went back out and played the rest of the game with a severe concussion. I remember being on the plane on the way home and my head was pounding. When I look back and I see the footage of that, because I don't remember it, when you see the footage, you just go, my God, it's a car accident. And I'm happy that I didn't get more severely injured. I'm happy to make it out. And I think that acting, just by exercising my memory, I feel like I was able to overcome some of the effects. And I just really, I'm always cognizant and thankful of the fact that I made it out.